and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Call 352-266-2859. The Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary is affectionately known as EARS.
All right. Thank you, me. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It is Friday. Unfortunately, we have this horrible news about the shooting at the newspaper up in Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland. So we'll talk about that a little bit. It's kind of like you don't know what to say. I mean, anymore. When I actually, I don't know how many people realize, I worked at the Star Banner for a few years when I was a kid in the mailroom. So I didn't really wasn't a writer or anything.
Mailroom, yeah. M-A-L-E or M-A-I-L. Oh, look at that. There you go. There's the rocket going up. Thank you so much.
I'm showing Robin the video.
For showing me. So pretty.
But anyway, the first people that you would see when you walked into the Star Banner, which is the only newspaper I've ever worked at, same as the radio station, probably same as any business. First person is the receptionist or somebody of that sort, of that kind of position. And so the shooter's just, oh my gosh, how selfish can you be? Not that writers have a right to be shot either. It's just whatever he had a grief with, whoever he was angry at was not that person sitting at that front desk. And there was some young people in the lineup of the 5 people who died. And so I don't know what to say other than our prayers go out to the family. I know, here's our
prayers.
I'm going to continue saying that.
Me too.
We've been made fun of for saying that, and I don't know why. I mean, why would somebody say to us that when we're expressing what we believe is an important thing to do or the only thing we can do? I don't even know what to say about that. Mm-hmm. But why would you pick on us for that? So what should I say?
Yeah.
Our thoughts are with you? Well, that's true, too, and we say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So.
But our prayers, that's what we believe, and other people believe other things. So don't squash people that don't believe the way you believe.
I think in my mind, the prayer part of it, when they have a tragedy like that, is first of all, because you believe in God, so you're asking God to take care of something we don't have a clue about. We don't know. We know everything, a lot anyway, many things I should say, about the human body. Mm-hmm. But you know what we don't know about the human body? We don't know how we get in it, and we don't know how we get out of it.
No,
we don't know how. It's not like a car. We can't just open the door and come and go and get a new one.
Right.
That's God. God does that. God puts you in that body and takes you out of that body. Right.
Exactly.
And so we don't know that, and so we pray that whatever happens in that at that moment, just whatever, it's done gently. I don't even know what I'm asking for, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. But the other part of it is to be comfort, offer some kind of comfort for the people who are now distraught, now going through a horrible, horrible day. And
exactly.
and usually that comfort does show up in the form of other people. Mm-hmm. People will show up, and so and that's what we're really asking for. So I don't know why. I don't know. The world is kind of weird. And here's the thing. Nobody ever has the guts to call and say it.
Exactly.
It's all these anonymous emails and posts on Facebook. Well, not Facebook so much, but YouTube.
But YouTube, all the anonymous posts.
Oh, my gosh.
They have no guts to come in here and tell us in person.
Nobody wants to call.
Or to call on the phone and tell us. No guts. So you're all cowards.
Don't say you're all cowards.
Well, they're cowards when they do it anonymously.
Yeah, but those people I really, truly don't think those people even live in our community. I think these people will look at our videos on YouTube, and they could be, 1,000 miles away. They don't care about us.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And they know more.
Of course they do.
They know more than we'll ever know. They've studied God. They understand that there is none. We don't use logic. Mm-hmm. 63 years old, and you think I've never thought about this?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to stick on that topic.
Look at that space shot. I've never seen one like that before.
Yeah, it was an amazing space shot. It just lasted forever.
Yeah. What time did it go up?
5:42.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had not.
All right, let's look at the news. Well, can I start with something light?
Yes.
Because it's kind of fun. Toy Story Land opens tomorrow in Disney World in Hollywood Studios. And Lisa McGinnis from Ocala Magazine is calling in today from there. So that ought to be fun. She'll be calling in at 10:05 or so. So looking forward to hearing what she's going to describe. It doesn't really open till tomorrow. I think that's cool. I think that's cool that she gets to be there when the rest of the world can't be there yet. So it's going to be like
it's amazing.
Like a big playground for adults, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Does she have any little children? Do you know?
I have no clue. I do not know. We should ask her.
Oh, that would be awesome if you could take your kids there if you were like in the media.
Yeah.
See, the media gets a little break once in a while.
Yeah, you used to get us media passes when we were
I got
at
it all the time.
WTMC, and we took our kids there.
Yeah.
And it was such fun.
All right, so there's
all
that.
The time you got us passes.
All right, there's that. There's also the SpaceX rocket that took off at 5:42 this morning. If you go to the WOCA Facebook page, I did post a video. I went outside with my camera.
Nice.
And I kept it aimed at the thing for a long time.
It's beautiful. Look at that. That is so gorgeous.
And I don't know what I'm actually looking at, like when it starts going like down toward the horizon, toward the end of the video. I don't know if it was landing on a platform out in the Gulf, because I am looking east in that shot. So I don't really know.
Yeah, because they said those booster rockets, they want to be able to reuse them, and they're supposed to come back. So
so I don't know.
They've been pretty successful with that. So thank you, SpaceX, for taking up the reins when the past administration squashed NASA.
So it's called, there's a robot on board called Simon. There's also some mice on board, by the way.
That was a cool story that I heard you say on your news.
Genetically identical mice. You know what they're not saying?
What's that?
They're saying they're twins. But how many mice are usually born to a mouse?
I don't know.
6, 7? There's not usually one at a time, right?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch.
Okay,
right?
so technically they're all twins, right? Or triplets or quadruplets or whatever the number would be, right?
Octa something.
I think they are, what do you call them? Clones.
Oh,
It's just a hunch.
Yeah, because if they're genetically identical,
I know
it should be clones. Because even identical twins, there's something a little different in the two.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, they call them moustronauts. The mice. They're moustronauts. There's something they want to study, and I'm not picking on them for that. I just think I'm just guessing. I don't even know. Anyway, so the robot was made by IBM. Remember the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yes.
So this is a cool robot. Have you seen it?
No, I have
It looks
not.
like a tiny Death Star, from Star Wars. It's round, and it'll float because it's in a weightless environment, and it'll kind of just hang around the astronauts while they're doing their work, and they'll be able to say, "Hey, Simon, what am I supposed to do here?" Well, open the pod bay doors, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, Simon.
That's right.
That's it, so they get stuck outside. How many of you know that HAL on 2001: A Space Odyssey was named after IBM?
I didn't know that.
One letter away. So HAL is one letter away from IBM. One letter before, I guess.
That is so cool. But some entrepreneurial person will take out the moustronauts thing, and they're going to be making T-shirts and cups and hats and everything. And artists is going to get out there and just all of a sudden be doing
you're right.
it.
I think you're right.
And then license it from NASA.
Yeah, I think
they'll license it from NASA. Moustronauts.
I think you're right.
That's what NASA came up with.
Sounds like an illustration assignment to me.
You would do a cool one. Moustronauts.
Let's see. In heavier news, the federal government has approved Florida's request for $616 million that is going to be used to help repair homes that were destroyed or damaged by Hurricane Irma last year.
Nice.
So we're still trying to fix the damage from that.
Yep, and hurricane season is upon us right now, so let's pray that bad stuff won't happen this hurricane season.
So I don't know if you know where Lake Owen is in Umatilla in Lake County.
Nope.
I don't. But a guy was on a pontoon boat and got struck by lightning while it was still tethered.
Oh, no.
Still tethered to the dock. Nobody actually saw this happen, but he was found deceased in a sitting position.
Oh, no.
44-year-old man, and the forensics guys found evidence in the seat that a large electric shock had passed through him. So,
oh my God,
isn't that interesting?
It's very interesting.
You just never know. People will joke all the time, God is going to strike me dead with lightning. How many times does it actually happen, though?
Yeah, for sure.
There was a shooting in Ocala yesterday morning.
Oh, jeez.
And the Ocala police have arrested the shooter. The person who was shot at is who they're looking for. The report states, but I can't tell you unconditionally that the person who was shot was not hit. But they are looking for whoever it is. So if you know anything, they're asking that you call. There's a phone number. There's two phone numbers. One is to a lieutenant, I think, and I don't have his name, but it's 369-7170. 369-7170. And the anonymous phone number, of course, is Crime Stoppers 368-STOP. If you just want to give the information and stay out of it. You don't want to have anything to do with it.
That's right. And you get up to $1,000 reward.
No, it doesn't say
Crime
that in
Stoppers.
this one.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say that on this one. You got to be careful with that.
Oh,
it's not. It's not always the way it is with
it's
crime.
not.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, hey, when you mentioned Facebook earlier, and I just had to say, I know you've probably seen my Facebook post for my the contest that the Humane Society was picked for Liberty Mutual Insurance Safeco.
Yeah, I voted.
I did see it. Yeah.
I voted.
Yeah, so I've been posting about the contest, and the shelter could win $2,000 if people vote on social media, and I can't believe the outpour of support from our community, and this goes to not just this contest, but so much other. People see it, they post it, they run with it, they share it with all their friends, and social media can be a bad thing for like these horrible people out there,
Right.
but it can be such a good thing too for our community. And I just wanted to say thanks for all that, to the community for what they all do.
That's a really good point. Yeah. How are you doing so far? Do you know where you stand?
Oh my gosh! Last night I was up all night because we were like in first place.
Uh-huh.
And this is a national contest. They only picked 10 rescues across the country, and the Humane Society was the only one in Florida.
Ah, wow.
So that, and if they get the most votes, they don't even have to get the votes. They pick 10, and the top 2 will each get $2,000.
Oh, nice.
And more than that, Liberty Mutual, which is huge, is going to come to Marion County and give the check to the shelter and do a promotional spot. So that's cool.
Okay.
But, so last night we were neck to neck. Then this group called the Snooty Girls, and they're nice looking. They look like a little more high society ladies in their holy poodle. Oh my gosh, they all woke up. I don't know what they did. They had a wine party or what. But they all woke up, and this morning they had like 400 more votes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, people are creative. Yeah.
They clean up in the morning,
Yeah.
And so this morning I blasted it everywhere else, and we got until 4 o'clock today, and hopefully we'll bring Liberty Mutual and their money to Marion County,
All right, so go to Linda's page.
Just let us know how it went.
Yeah.
All right. But I just want to say Facebook can be a wonderful thing for the right reasons.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I wasn't implying that it's not good, because I do use it for a lot.
No, I know that. I just had to give a shout-out to it, especially to the people of Marion County, the way they can get together and help.
Absolutely,
Okay,
Linda.
great.
Thank you. Yes. And speaking of which, Linda and her husband, Hugh, have, anytime Robin and I have been trying to raise money for an organization, and we've been out there busking usually in our case, but they'll always stop by and put some money in the pot. So they're part of it. All right. Let's see. The big horrible story of the morning. The investigation into the deadly shooting that killed at least 5 people at the Capital Gazette newspaper in Annapolis, Maryland, will carry on today in what police are calling a targeted attack. Authorities took a man into custody following the shooting yesterday who appeared to have an ongoing grudge with the publication. Those killed included veteran journalists Rob Hyacinth, Wendy Winters, John McNamara, Gerald Fishman, and sales assistant Rebecca Smith. Newsrooms across the country were on high alert after the rampage, putting more security in place around news organizations early this morning. The Capital Gazette tweeted a copy of its front page, fulfilling a promise made by reporter Chase Cook, who said there would be a damn paper just hours after the shooting. Well, there you go. Let's see. Airlines are forecasting nearly 2.6 million passengers today, potentially making today the second busiest day the Transportation Security Administration has seen since it was created in 2001. Wow. Let's see. Friday parallels the travel trend anticipated for this summer, with 246 million people expected to fly through August 31st. Wow. And there you go. So if you're flying anywhere, make sure you figure out how to do it without being rushed and crowded and all that other stuff. The 10th edition of ESPN, the magazine's body issue, will hit stands today, with many already lauding over the images released online earlier in the week. In addition to its 10th anniversary, this year's edition will feature 10 different covers, one featuring Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe, the first openly gay couple on its cover. The body issue also provides an outlet for athletes to convey a message, such as softball player Lauren Chamberlain, who hopes that young girls might see a reflection of themselves in the images, and that could give them that boost to love their own bodies. There you go.
There you go. We should all like what we have.
Yeah. You should like what you have. What else? What else do I have here, Robin? Oh my gosh. A total of 133 politicians have been murdered in the run-up to Mexico's elections on Sunday.
How many?
133.
Oh my gosh.
The victims include 48 candidates running for office, 28 who were killed during the primary campaigns, and 20 during the general election campaign.
Wow.
They've got some problem going on down there.
They sure do. They sure do.
No wonder they're trying to get it over here.
Yeah, but do it the right way.
All right, the next one you take with a grain of salt. Is it salt or sand? Salt.
Salt.
The limits of human existence might not be as limited as we have long thought. A person's risk of death slows and even plateaus above the age of 105.
Oh my gosh.
Let me read that again.
Okay, please.
Because this is a study.
Please.
A person's risk of death slows and even plateaus above the age of 105.
There you go.
What is that supposed to mean?
That means if you make it to 105, you're going to live like 40 more years.
Nobody has.
No, but it says it plateaus.
Oh,
so.
my gosh. What kind of a statement is that? Longevity pioneers lucky enough to make it past the perilous 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Perilous.
Yeah, those are the perilous years. You could potentially live well into your 110s. If fortune remains on your side, according to the author of this article, Kenneth Wachter, a professor of demography. Oh, come on. What kind of a statement is that?
I know.
Everybody over 105 dies pretty soon afterwards.
Yeah.
So where do you plateau? Where's the plateau?
That's right. Good morning.
I mean, if we had a lot of people who made it to 105 and then died at 180, I would say, yeah, that is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you get past 105, there's the magic number. 180, that's not too bad. That's another 75 years.
That's right.
I don't know what you're going to do during that time. My gosh. So there you go. Take that one with a grain of whatever.
Salt.
Salt. Trucking companies. Oh, listen to this. Trucking companies have a labor shortage. There are 63,000 open trucking positions.
Wow.
63,000. Are you a trucker?
See
yes.
That?
Well, your job is safe.
Yeah, he's happy.
63,000. According to the Washington Post, even traditional moves to attract and retain workers, pay hikes, bonuses, and recruiting those who traditionally would not have been considered are not working in an industry facing higher transportation costs. Wow.
And that's what CareerSource is offering. They're offering the classes through the college for you to learn how to be a truck driver.
63,000 positions.
Yeah, see? So people that
Is it
say
a good
there
life?
are no jobs.
Sir, is it a good life? I might switch career.
I've known a few people that have driven trucks and they've enjoyed it. They've hauled things.
The problem is, if I become a truck driver, am I going to use that CB like I use this? Am I going to be a radio host on a CB?
I think you will. You will.
I'll be driving now. I have a handle, by the way, for my CB.
Yeah.
I'm Poppa the Trunk. I am. Poppa the Trunk, yes.
I like that.
Yeah. Poppa the Trunk, that's me. So it's Poppa the Trunk. Good morning. It's 73 degrees. Looks like high temperatures today. Will be 81 degrees. Looks like there's a 40% chance of rain.
You see that? They're going to love you. Yeah, they're going to love you. They're going to love that. Nobody's doing that.
You're listening to Poppa the Trunk on CB Radio, Channel 19. We'll be right back after this.
See, you'll get a following.
Yeah.
You'll get a following.
Hey, I want to listen to Poppa the Trunk.
You should hook it up in your car.
How much?
Keep driving up and down the interstate.
How far does my CB go? Like a mile?
I don't know.
So everybody within a mile.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Poppa the Trunk on CB19, traveling north on I-75.
That's right.
If you're within my listening distance, you might notice to your right there are some alligators out there in Painsbury.
Gosh.
Millennials are okay with socialism.
Really?
That could impact U.S. policy. Well, I could do a political show.
Yeah.
This is Poppa the Trunk on Channel 19. Millennials think socialism is a good idea. Anybody want to give me a call? Call me at 1-800-Channel-19, Poppa the Trunk.
Yeah, see that? You're going to have to set that up, too. That would be kind of cool. No, got to talk to those millennials because socialism is not a good thing.
Oh, you're going to do a political show.
No, I'm not.
What's your handle? No, you should. You should get a CB. What would your handle be?
Oh, I don't know. Robin the Bird, I guess.
Go ahead, try it. Let me hear what it sounds like. Let me hear you do it.
Okay. This is Robin the Bird. All millennials should not be okay with socialism. See, you guys are born to make those sound effects and do all that stuff. Us women, I'm, not good at those sound effects.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you know how you know you're not quite over your cold is when you start to laugh. And you say, oh, there it is. Oh,
Yeah,
there's the call. Scientists are reportedly growing pea-sized brains in petri dishes.
Oh, my gosh.
You pea brain.
Oh, gosh.
These are Neanderthal brains.
Gosh.
They're going to put them into crab-like robots. What?
Gosh.
Let me read that again. Scientists are reportedly growing pea-sized Neanderthal brains in petri dishes that they will put inside crab-like robots and compare them to human-brained robots in a science fiction-like battle of the cyborgs.
There you go. There's a reality show in the making.
The University of California in San Diego researchers hope the showdown will help explain why Homo sapiens won the evolutionary war with Neanderthals 40,000 years ago.
Okay.
This is Poppa the Trunk. It's possible we won the war because they had pea-sized brains. Just saying.
See that? You could have two personalities. You could read the news, and then you could do your Poppa the Trunk shtick, and you would get a following. People would be, waiting for you.
Yeah, blue and red light following. Just Poppa the Trunk. Got a blue and a red light behind me. What do we call that thing? The bear. Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear is behind me. Wanting to know why I'm weaving back and forth.
Well, everybody was waiting for that one woman at that one exit off of the interstate because they all wanted to talk to her.
That's a story in itself right there.
I know. That was a great story.
Pope Francis will speak at a climate change conference at Vatican City next week as he pushes to inspire more action on the subject. Axios reported yesterday the July 5th and 6th event is called Saving Our Common Home and the Future of Life on Earth and will feature several officials with a stake in the climate change debate. The Pope will address the event July 6th.
Wow.
And a science fiction writer has died. He was 84 years old. Harlan Ellison. Harlan Ellison was a prominent science fiction writer who contributed to such shows as Star Trek, The Outer Limits, and he wrote A Boy and His Dog. He died yesterday at the age of 84.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, we're up against the break. Let's take that break. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. The suspect in the shooting at the Capital Gazette news